I say, fuck out of here. I don't agree with worrying about other people's feelings. You're grown ass people. Oh, let's let's uh let's shut these guys down and checking to make sure that I'm live and the people can hear me. All right, so yeah, people want to talk all of this nonsense about being now. Don't get me wrong. There's always a certain degree of being cordial and all of that, sure. But when you have people talking about they have a right for this and they have the right for that, and it steps all over your supposed because the power matrix and the matrix doctrine is also telling people that if you don't nothing you don't if you talking about rights, that means you don't have them. If you talking about, oh, I have the right to do this and the right to do that, that means you're acknowledging that you don't have rights. And that's another thing that I'm not about. Everything is about you. If you're the strong person, if you're a forceful individual, you're going to know who you are. And you're not going to apologize for who you are. And you don't need to ask somebody else about who you are. Other people can't tell you about yourself and cause you problems because you know who you are. You can't you don't have to apologize because you understand that you're a human being. And humans are fallible. They make mistakes. Children make you hear children talk about their parents don't treat them right and this and that because they didn't treat them right and this is why they're this way. So I never did that with my parents because I might have. My father was a bit of a stickler for being this type of person, getting good school grades and all of that stuff. So of course he was hard on me, but I don't hate him. There was a point when I thought I did. He kicked me out the house and all of that shit, right? But if it wasn't for him and my mom's, I wouldn't be the person that I am. And I like who I am. So how could you then look back on what they did? Or how can I look back on what they did and then say that they did wrong? How do I know what they had to go through in life? How do I know how much parenting skills they had? People expect other people to be perfect, but then when something goes wrong for them, they cry, "Oh, I'm only human." Well, we're all only human, and that's the fact. And so when you mess up, that should be the expected thing. People mess up. Nobody's perfect. So then to look back at what your parents did and say, "Oh, they fucked up." Yeah, probably so, but people fuck up. They make mistakes. Everybody's fallible. That's the one thing that everybody knows. But then people turn back and look for other people to be perfect. Just like you see the women's movement today talking about how men are this and men are that. But how would women be in the position that they are today of being able to question and to step up and ask for certain things if it wasn't for the things that men did, the strength of men over the years, the generations, that the wars that men fought, the 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 establishments that they built, everything, uh, to the cosmetics and the clothing and a lot of the things that made these things possible came from men. And there were women all throughout society then who women created the first bra. So for women to say that they didn't have that men kept them from doing things the way men did, not necessarily. You have to remember life was a lot harder back then. They didn't have the same laws that protected women and everybody back then. So the laws and all the things that give women the rights or so-called rights or the ability to speak the shit that they speak today is due to men. There's nothing, no other way to talk about it. And then they talk about how they can run the world. No, they can't. There's no way that a woman can run the world or women can run the world. There have been shows that's been on, like that Bear Grylls, The Island, that shows they can't even take care of themselves without a man. If it wasn't for that, men have civilized the world to the degree that we have. If it was just up for women to survive the savage world with all of the animals, and say that men were in a different tribe from women, what do you think would happen to women? But between the animals coming for them, and if you see now, maybe they would do better in more primitive times, but even back then they depended on men to protect them from both animals and other men. So that's what I say. Women have the only power that a woman can have today is what men will give them. And so we see all the time that women are talking about how they're just as strong as a man and stronger because they carry babies. Well, yeah, okay, they might be able to deal with the pain and all of that, but we'll never know because men don't have vaginas, men don't have ovaries, men don't have wombs, so men can't produce babies. So we'll never know if a man can withstand that pain, especially now that we see women can't even uh, deal with that pain because they get C-sections, they get cut. So we shouldn't be sitting around talking about what women deserve or what they don't deserve, because the truth is whatever they have is due to a man. And I could prove that they don't, the power that they think that everything about this women's movement of today, this fourth wave or third wave feminism, I call it the Femogynous, because if you remember, the So the femogynous women of today, they preach and try to push that they're strong as men, that they can do everything that men do, that they're just like men. They want to hit men and get away with it. They want to attack men. They want to be able to talk to any type of way, aggressive, start fights, all of these things, just like men. So if your whole identity, and that's a great word that they like to throw around, if your whole identity is about being as manly as you could be, then what possibly makes you then feminine? And how are you a feminist? What you are, a masculist. You're a masculist. You want to be masculine. It's envy and coveting. You're coveting someone else. And your Bible, your religious people out here say that coveting and envy is sins. But that's what they want. They want to be men. They want to try to make all men into women, because that's the only way a woman can have power. There is no other way. Does all other because there's not throughout all history, we've never heard of a woman's uprising. There's never been a feminine uprising. Where has there been a time when women have risen up and grabbed their weapons and attacked men for their rights? Everybody else does it. Everybody else does it. Now they claim they're doing it, but they're not doing anything else. What they're doing is having the government, the police, major corporations do all of the work for them. And they're not really doing it for them. They're doing it for themselves. That's what they're doing. And I don't agree with that. They're using these people, these femogynous individuals, they're using them, and their greed or desire for whatever, they're using them in order to push their own agendas and to gain power, because they're fighting, these femogynous are fighting to take power away from the average man. And that's what they're doing. Well, that's what they're trying to do, but the power is not going to this femogynous group. It's going to the corporations and to government. You see what they're doing now? They're trying to force you into doing things that they're not supposed to be forcing you to do. And that's all behind this femogeny. So they're trying to be men. They want to be men, but they can't. They can't hang out in the military. Let me see what I could find this. They can't hang out in the military the way they want to. They claim they want to be in the military and do what men do, but you put them in the military and you have to bend all the rules, practically break them, for them to be able to handle the same things that a man does. Have to carry them. Who wants to fight next to somebody who can't do their job? Life and death situations we're talking about. So I don't agree. Women are not equal to men. Women are not equal to men in any way until they can take what they want. They not. See, everybody else can take what they want. Believe it or not, the only reason why black folks is struggling today is because they've given away their power. They've had power and they've given it away. I'm looking for a video. La, 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 la. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, people are strange that way. They want power, but they don't really know what to do with it. They have no idea what power is, so they they think that they're doing something special. They think that power is just something that is there for them to do whatever they want with. That it comes to you, that it could be passed on, but power isn't is it's not that. And people make it seem like power is like that, but even people with money, they need more than just money to have power. See, you need to have strength and will and inner fortitude. You need to be able to be an aggressive individual, because that's what power is. No one who's major wheeler dealer in this world isn't an aggressive individual. No one. So you see women claiming that they want to be strong, or that they are strong, but the truth are they're not. They're not. So, but you know what is strong? Let me show you. Let me show you. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now we was talking about uh women and how much power they do not have. Well, we hear women these days, in order to gain power, you even hear them talking like uh, trying their best to talk like men, and that's not what should be going on. Women should be women. So, what I would say is that there's one thing here. I saw this show a while ago, and I was let me see, looking for do 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 do. Come back here on Saturday. I don't know. Sunday, we're gonna have a art show on Goddamned Comics. Gotta put that up on. Gotta make sure I put that up on Twitter. Join us for the art show. Frank Frazetta art show. So we're gonna have the Frank Frazetta art show on Sunday. We're gonna show some slides and stuff like that, and we're gonna show some pictures of his and talk about it and how they influence my art and what I do and how I think about drawing and what made me want to draw so much. So we'll be there for that on Goddamn Comics. Thank you very much. And become part of the Goddamn as creators who create worlds, create entertainment for people to get lost in for at least for a little while. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna do it. Oh. You'll see that commercial. Yeah. Yeah, so sorry about that. I was trying to get this out of here so I could show you. All right. Sorry about that. I should have. I should have. I should have. Should have done this earlier, people. I'm sorry about that. I kind of got a little lost in the sauce. So, I'm trying to set something up for the next segment. And what I mean about some of this stuff with how women treat men and what men are doing. And there it is. All right. Yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry. Just wanted to get this right. I'm a little unorganized, people. I'm sorry. Sometimes I bees that way. We got a lot of work to do with this mic shit. And yeah, it can be tricky. Ooh. Hold on. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, buddy. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. Women, a lot of things. You see even how women talk. Women today, even how they talk, they're trying to talk like men. And there's a reason for that. Now you hear women say things like this.
Suck my dick.
Yeah, people think that is cute. But why do you think women say things like that? Suck my dick, I'll kick your ass, all of this stuff like that, especially to men. Why do they think they say euphemisms like that? Things that men say. Why don't they use their own terminologies? Why are they following on the back of men? Well, this is another thing I've shown. Let me share this. All right, get out my face. Shut up in your face. Okay. Why do okay. All right. I was watching this, right? And oh man, did I lose my paper? Okay. And in here, thirty-seven. All right. Now listen to this. Oh, hold on. I gotta go back. Hold on. I didn't share the sound. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Now listen to this.
I love it, dude.
So me trying to get
I'm
my
at 23, bitch.
So me trying to get my point across is...
You see? Now, why would she say that? She ain't got no dick. So why do women feel that they have to say things like that? What's wrong with women today? with how they talk. Well, they say this because they know that saying the things that they, because at one point, women used to say, suck my pussy or lick my pussy, lick my tit, shit like that. But it doesn't have the same tone of disrespect. See, a woman say that used to say that, and dude used to say, whip it out, come on, let's go, do it. But again, a man say suck my dick to a woman, and she say whip it out. He's gonna be ready. It's not the same thing, right? It's not the same thing. So women stopped saying things like that, and they went to suck my dick because they know that when men say that to another man, that it means high disrespect. It's high disrespect, and so women know that it doesn't work. So the only way that they can gain power in the smallest, even in calling names and being disrespectful, they have to fall upon back on what a men do and then copy that. They don't have any originality. They can't create for themselves. They don't make up slang. Everything comes from what men do. So how is that strength? How are you strong when everything about you, who you are, stems from what you see a man do? You're not a strong woman. You're trying to be a strong man. Because you've never seen women act like that until the 90s with the hip hop, the arrival of hip hop and female rappers coming again, copying what the men do, and because they didn't start it. So how come women didn't start rap? Huh? If women are so good about everything, why didn't they start rap? Hip hop. No, they didn't. So that's what I'm saying. Women are very strong with calling, ready to jump off, calling people, but they can't back it up. You see, a man can say suck my dick and be ready to back it up. A woman can't, especially when they talking to a man. And you can see that they use these terms loosely and ready to use it in insulting ways. When a man says it, he understands that there's a threat of violence that can follow it. That if a dude don't like that you said it, under the right circumstances, a dude takes umbrage to you telling him to suck his dick, that could lead to catching some paws. So, but a woman, she takes it for granted. So she says these things to a man, and she knows that more or less she can get away with it. So women need to cut this out. And while we're here, let's look at another thing. Let's look at one more thing. Men, y'all let women get away with too much disrespect in y'all today. I understand that they're your women, they're our mothers and all of that, but all of this disrespect is absolutely ridiculous. And it's to the point to where it's purposeful and it's meant to tear you down, because women today are all about building them up, and the only way a woman today can build themselves up is by tearing men down. And this is what I'm saying. Men, don't let women call you boy. It's fucking disrespectful.
So it lets me know who I'm dealing with.
That means
Boy,
Jersey
fuck
has
you. Boy, fuck
Jersey
you.
school system is fucked
Boy,
up.
fuck you.
You see, that is absolute disrespect. Earlier on, they was men, but as soon as And this dude is a rapper. He's got money. So it's not like he's just some bum nigga just coming around. He's somebody who made it, done something with himself, and she's denigrating him by saying because she don't like something he said. So she's talking about boy, fuck you, boy, fuck you. Don't let women call you boy. It's disrespectful, and they mean it as disrespect. And if you did that to them, they'll be ready to talk shit and get in your face and all kinds of things. So don't let women get away with that. Put a stop to it immediately. Somebody calls your girl calls you boy, it's meant in the same way that it was back in the 50s and 60s, back in Jim Crow days. It's meant the same way. Do not let women of today call you boy. All right. Well, all right, y'all. So I'm gonna get on up out of here. I'm hungry. My stomach is empty, running on E, and I gotta put some food up in it. So we'll be back on Sunday, or we might come back tomorrow night for the Might Hangout. I might come back there. I gotta do the thumbnail. So look for us tomorrow on Goddamn Comics, and we're going to be